Hello, and thanks for watching another episode of ARFCOM News, your twice-weekly dose of the finest 2A propaganda brought to you by Daniel Defense and Spartan Armor Systems. First up today is a data breach at SB Tactical. If you purchased anything through their website between September and December, you might have received an email looking like this one, saying your credit card details could have been compromised. The company hasn't released an official statement as of this recording, but this screenshot has been circulating the socials. While it's tempting to assume deep state Fed boys are involved in some nefarious plot to collect NFA taxes by any means necessary, especially considering the timing, it's also important to remember this sort of thing happens to lots of businesses. Do you think this is proof of a government plot? Was it a targeted attack by an activist group? Comment below. A few days ago, I reported about Texas Gun Vault getting harassed by YouTube's NPCs for an old video they posted where he attached a silencer to a gun because apparently that was instilling an accessory. Now we're hearing that 1911 Syndicate is having similar issues with an old video where they removed a silencer. If you're not already subscribed to both channels and all the Hughes channels, you really should, and click the bells and all those notification things. And remember, in these days, it's important to watch everybody that you'd like on all of the various different social feeds, just in case they get deplatformed from one of them. Jake DeWild wants to build an M16 and he's suing the federal government for denying his application to build one. Way back in the year 1986, Congress passed the NRA-supported Firearms Owners Protection Act, which should have protected people from prosecution when peaceably traveling with guns through authoritarian states. That is, if those same authoritarian states didn't just ignore the law as it suited them and lock people up anyway. At literally the 11th hour, in a shady-as-all-hell voice vote, they added the Hughes Amendment, which closed the NFA registry for new machine guns. Now, Jake isn't challenging the $200 tax or the registration or any of the other components of the NFA. What he's challenging is the government's refusal to issue any new tax stamps since '86. There is no new legal argument or clever maneuvering either. His suit simply affirms the M16 family of rifles is in common use in the U.S. military, referencing language from the Miller and Heller decisions. Now, you'll hear that phrase, common use, a lot in reference to gun rights cases, and as the justices in Heller versus D.C. noted, the context of the phrase relates to weapons which were commonly used for military service, not just firearms which were commonly used by civilians for other purposes like, say, hunting. The suit asks the court to declare the Hughes Amendment itself unconstitutional and to order the ATF to approve Jake's Form 1. So, if he's successful, it's back to green flag racing for registered full auto. Of course, you'd still need to file the paperwork and pay the tax and wait, just like you do for a silencer or short barrel rifle or any other NFA device, legally. But as much of a gun rights absolutist as I am, I think repealing the Hughes Amendment is a big step in the right direction. That said, Jake filed his suit without the assistance of an attorney, so he has an absolutely monumental fight ahead of him. If you are a lawyer for the light side, please do the right thing and give this man whatever help you can so we can all have the fast pews.
Thanks to our sponsor Spartan Armor Systems for making this video possible. Spartan Armor Systems is dedicated to providing the best American-made body armor in the industry for civilians, law enforcement, and the military. You can find out more at SpartanArmorSystems.com. Protect what's yours.
Industry news. Primary Arms just rolled out a bunch of new products for 2023. I'm sure we'll get a close look at all of them next week, but for now, the two which I'm most excited about are the Auto Live battery cap and the new SLX 1-6 LPVO. The battery cap retrofits older scopes to be shake-awake activated, so you can set the brightness of your reticle, store your home defense stick in its place, and count on it to come on when you need it. The battery cap has a tiny circuit board with an accelerometer and a timer, and when it's still for a few minutes, it cuts the power. If it moves at all, though, it turns right back on. This is one of those genius ideas which is so simple, it seems obvious in retrospect. But not only can you retrofit older primary arms optics, this new battery cap is also going to fit lots of scopes from other makers like, say, the Strike Eagle and the Tango 6. The other real standout is their new 1 to 6 second focal plane. I know. A new LPVO, you say? It's a second focal plane.
I'm sorry, are you from the past?
But here's why it's exciting. It has a new fiber optic illuminated reticle. Not the light gathering pipe as on ACOG sites, but an internal fiber to deliver the full brightness of the illumination LED to the center of your field of view. So instead of using the LED to light an etched reticle, it pipes the full brightness of that LED directly into your eye, kind of like how a reflex sight reflects it off the glass into your eye. So in theory, it should make for a reticle every bit as bright as a reflex sight. I can't wait to get a look through it. They've also got a couple of new rifle scopes, 2 new binos, a new pistol red dot, Gen 2 MD25 with shake awake and brighter reticle, 5X micro prism, and a 6 power magnifier. Fabrique Nationale just announced the new 510 Tactical chambered in best millimeter. It comes with a threaded barrel, optic cut, and suppressor height sights, as is the modern custom. Flush fit mags hold 15 rounds and extended mags hold 22. Which new products are you guys most excited to see at SHOT Show next week? Comment below. Is there any specific question you want us to ask? We'll be going hard all week long, and we'll also have a thread running in GD on the forum where you guys can get answers to specific questions and run subnet absolutely ragged taking pictures. So, for all the spiciest, most up-to-date SHOT coverage, stay tuned to this channel and, of course, AR15.com. Before we get to your moment of zen, I'd like to draw your attention to the dankest gun roast channel on the interwebs. Tundra Tactical skewers every sacred cow in the gun world. No matter how based or cringe your build is, these professional trolls will definitely find a way to hurt your precious little feelings. They drop a new crippler every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. Central. And now, for your moment of zen.
You and those little high-waisted shorts, oh.
Hey friend, do you like pews and pew-related things? Do you want to help us keep delivering you pure and good American pew propaganda at the low, low price of $3.99? We literally couldn't pay the bills without our sponsors. So do us a solid and get yourself something nice from them. You deserve it. I love you.